Welcome back for the final quarter, GDFL match of the round, round 2, Eastern Suburbs and Bellpost Hill at Richmond Crescent, and we've got a tight one, 9-7-61 Bellpost Hill, Eastern Suburbs 8-9-57, 4 points of difference. That will be on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard as Ron Brain does the beautiful punch in. We get final quarter going.
Oops.
That's F for a final, not G. Well done.
Thank you for this.
So 4 points of difference. A close tussle. I just went downstairs to listen to Mick Thompson's three-quarter time address. He just wants them to work hard off the packs and work hard. Don't expect the slot to them in the final quarter.
Winning margin, Brett Revere. Bellpost Hill by how much?
12 points. Well, I guess we'll win by 15 points.
14 points. I'll go 18 points Eastern Suburbs, and of course our specialist afternoon and GDFL photographer Kirsty. Kirsty, 15 points for Eastern Suburbs. There you are. Let's just see who are the real idiots here this afternoon. As time will tell as the umpire commences the final stanza. GDFL match of the day.
Andrew Reuter and McClure back in the centre now for Bellpost Hill. Falls towards Hobbs, who gets the first kick out of the centre. Goes towards Lavery, Hancock back there. They'll have to work hard in this final quarter. Bellpost Hill out towards Lewis on the wing. Takes the mark in front of Dylan Smith. Plays on quickly. Oh, he's going to put his teammates under pressure, but it's okay. Drysdale has run onto the ball on the wing. Takes the mark, kicks in towards Sveljak, has to sit and wait. Taps on good, intelligent, but only as far as Daffer Thompson. Gets a high kick back towards centre half forward. Havey in front. Behind Lang, off the ground by Sutcliffe, who looks to be at centre half back now. Falls towards Sveljak through his legs. Hobbs straight through. Good work by the youngster. Back towards Drysdale at half back. He plays on quickly. Goes through towards centre half forward. It's kick to kick at the moment. Nobody can get a clear possession. Up towards Radar Rundle. Oh, falls out towards Lewis if it sits. It's going to be under pressure from Smith and Hobbs, but he gets around. Handball is good to Moranovic, the big man. Goes long towards full forward. Stefanovski comes out. Good play by Stosic. Can he hold it up? He can do so. He's got support, but good bottling up by the back line there for Eastern Suburbs.
Yes, good footy. Stosic a little unlucky, but great work, Stefanovski. Good close checking. Had him by the arm. And did he have control of the ball? I don't think so.
I think the umpire was on the wrong side too to pick that up.
Been the free kick for the big fellow Stosic, but not forthcoming as the ball knocked forward. Good work, Andy Broader. Goes to half back where Dylan Smith goes up there looking for Radar Rundle. Off his hands. Now, Lewis, who's been busy, goes inboard to Looky. Here goes Cookie. Beautiful football, son. And picks out the big Maravanik. He's dropped punt into the pocket. Looks there for his teammate in the big fella in 17, Stosic. Couldn't take it, and away go the Eagles as Paul Chudas clears them out of the danger zone and finds the boundary.
9-7-61 plays 8-9-57. Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. Thrown in now Reuter to do the ruck work against McClure. Reuter gets it down. Falls towards McClure again on hands and knees. McGough wrapped up by Cook. And the umpire will come in and ball it up.
Shane Evans on the ground now for the Eagles. Didn't quite pick up who came off, but he's gone straight over to the fray. On the ball, said the coach, and that's what he does. Got a hand to it. Snavelled there though by the Hill. We see quick hands, Mickey Metchavek. His hand past to Bartolo. Weaves through the traffic. Left foot kick under pressure. Short distance it goes, but tripping at the crucial dive, Johnny Stefanovski, and has allowed his opponent in Ant Stosic an opportunity to shoot for goal.
A couple of people I spoke to at three-quarter time, a bit wary about the last quarter fade out last week by Eastern Suburbs against Geelong West, just hoping that it won't happen again today. Stosic comes in, left foot, think he might have missed, and he has done so. That's a let-off for the Eagles, one behind. So just a little bit wary of that, and Mick Thompson said at three-quarter time, just to make sure they work hard in this final quarter. They don't want to repeat it last week. Bellpost Hill, 9-8-62. They lead by 5 points. Only a kick in at Eastern Suburbs, 8-9-57. 5 points of difference. Stefanovski kicks out from fullback, goes to the outer side, looking for Cheetahs. He's got support in Thompson. He's at half back now. Oh, out of bounds on the full. Good pressure by Bellpost Hill. David White there, that was the assistant coach at the Panthers. And he'll take the free kick in front of the relocated scoreboard over there on the outer side.
Stevie Blitto in a bit of trouble out there on the outer side as well. Looks like he could have done an ankle. Disappointing for the kicks. He's been a good player for the Hill.
Oh, good mark. Stefanovski in front of Stosic on that occasion. Takes a good mark in between the full-back position and centre half back. Remains on that outer side, short towards Cheetahs. Plays on now. Got to get around. He does so. The lead's on. He goes further afield, though. The lead was from Lavery. Goes up further towards Lang. Punched away by Lewis. Wembridge. It falls to Lang again. He's in the middle of the ground. Around the corner. Good vision. Row bottom. If he can turn around, take the mark. He has done so in front of Batty. He's at 55. Play on now, that is. No, it isn't. Now he does. The lead's on from Morrow. Over the back, Cameron Carr. Good thump away by him. Running off the back of the pack, Kelly. Over towards Sutcliffe at centre half back, as we said, been moved. Out towards Kelly and McGough. Kelly picks it up at the second attempt, does he? Tackled by Goff. Good pressure. Turnover. Could be costly. Falls to Lavery. Handball. Oh, put Wembridge under pressure. And the kid's been collected by Habe. Goes out towards Scooter. Little kick off the ground to Kelly. Further afield towards Tommy Sveljak. Sits and waits at centre half back. Can relieve the pressure. Goes wide. The lead's on from Bartolo. Comes away. Good pressure from Luke Thompson there. They've still got the numbers though, Eastern Suburbs. Thompson gets over towards Sutcliffe at centre at half back in front of O'Leary. Relieve the pressure out towards the boundary line and finds it in front of Gibbs. Boundary throw in on the wing position out of side at Richmond Crescent.
Well, young Wembridge, he's pretty tough. Up on his feet, he's okay. Heavy in the hands of the trainer still. Just having a spell as O'Leary now picks it up well for that batty throw in, but he's kicked well marked. And I think you'll find it's Peter Sutcliffe, who was flattened there by Peter Lang. No penalty. Sutcliffe now just steadies proceedings down, looks up the ground. Lead there from Maravinic. That's where he's opted to go. Ball holds up though, as we saw in the back of the pack. Dylan Smith, if you don't mind, takes a screamer.
Just inside the centre square now, looking for a lead. Lang's on. He goes in that direction now. Out there further afield, Carr. Oh, they got the numbers here. If it sits, Morrow gets a push in the back. Handballs to Shorty Peters, close to the boundary line. Can he bring it? No, he's out of bounds. The boundary umpire was nice and close on that occasion and couldn't keep the ball in, Shorty.
It's stiff, Shorty. Great work. Brought it back into the corridor, setting it up for the Suburbs, and they desperately need a 6-pointer. Australia by 5 points. And let's have a look. We've been going about 4 minutes of the final quarter.
Boundary throwing now, 20 metres around from the Suburbs goal. In front, Lang plucks it out of the ruck and gets a push in the back or over the shoulder. So this is their opportunity to take the lead. Peter Lang now, who's kicked 1 goal, 1 this afternoon.
Wembridge off the ground, likewise Habe, those two players that clashed.
Murray on for Wembridge for Eastern Suburbs and Osborne back on for Habe for Bell Post Hill. Lang comes in, straight through the middle. They've taken the lead, the Suburbs. Good kick by Lang, that's his second goal. And Eastern Suburbs move on to 9-9-63. They lead Bell Post Hill 9-8-62 by 1 point on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. We're going 4.5 minutes and an important goal for the Suburbs to start this final quarter. And Wood Duck and the boys have finally made it from work on a Saturday afternoon and they're here.
Well, hopefully they get the Suburbs up, and great to see the fire truck here blowing its quite idiotic horn here this afternoon. Thank Christ the sun's shining because there's no fires. But last time I was here, mate, they had a big bonfire.
Yeah, bit warm today for the bonfire, so if we come back later in the season, they'll certainly have it. Reuter gets the tap out, only as far as Feljak. Gets around Lavery there, wide towards Lewis and the boundary umpire. Lewis takes it, could have given a handball to the boundary umpire, but elects to go back inside around Smith. Plays on now, takes a bounce, tries to draw the player. Oh, he's going to get tackled, that's dropping the ball. Good play, Alfie Delamonica, but Lewis has still got it. He'll go long now, back towards the forward pocket. Brent Loughton, oh God, he's been good today. In front this time of Maranovic, who's in the forward line. Brent Loughton goes along with his left boot towards Murray and Lewis. Lewis in front, good tap away by Murray. O'Leary gets around, handball out in front of Lang, who's on the ball now with Murray at centre half forward. Can it sit for him? It doesn't. Comes in Scooter, he goes low. Cook, can he pick the ball up? No, he can't keep it in. And a boundary throw in.
Yeah, good tough footy, and well, there's really nothing in it at the present time. Scoreboard shows Suburbs up by a point. 5 minutes gone to the final stanza. Great Western Hotel final quarter. Boundary throw in, centre wing. Good work there from Sutcliffe on the ball now for the Hill. Shorty Peters, good work there to Murray. Quick kick under pressure. Sutcliffe and Cook fighting over it.
Oh.
Loose ball here. I tell you what, O'Leary, great football to McGough. McGough there found his teammate in row bottom, but it must have been touched off the boot.
It was, yep. And holding the ball there against row bottom.
Very unlucky Eastern Suburbs. Good forward movement from them. Bit of luck. Could have seen a nice goal row bottom, not to go. As we see the ball now cleared from defence for the Hill. to half-back.
Kelly over the top of the ball there with Reuter. The umpire will come in and bounce the ball at centre half forward for Suburbs. We've been going 7.5 minutes in this final quarter. Point the difference. Reuter gets the tap out, falls to White, goes wide, too wide though this time. And a penalty free kick is going to be taken by Dylan Smith on the half forward flank for Eastern Suburbs. And we see Wembridge off with his arm in a sling, so that's not good. Goes up long towards Lavery. Sitting and waiting though was Gibbs. Batty short towards Drysdale. Ooh, Rowbottom coming at him, but he gets around him. Back towards Smith. Bounces over his head. McClure towards the boundary line. Outnumbered 3-1, but the ball will beat all players over the boundary line for a throw in.
Yes, and Andy Reuter just giving a bit of encouragement there to his players with the new look, the skinhead look. Andy Reuter. Over the back, Cook bumps it, but Dylan Smith again. Quick hands, good work there to Lang, who's been terrific. Inboard he goes, Cheetahs. Opportunity to set something up here. Kick, not a good one. Nobody home.
Morrow led the other way, and he just kicked it plain, put straight to Cameron Carr, his opponent.
Poor footy. Goes
towards Scooter at half-back, running off the back line. Cameron Carr, good run by him, wide. Oh, here we go. They've got numbers on the wing. Kelly running past. Good play. Goes further afield, up long towards Stosic. Bartolo's there. Oh, he loses his feet, though. Thompson keeps his. Oh, he runs into Stefanovski. Gives the ball away to Bartolo. Good play, though, by Delamonica. They've got the numbers at the front of the pack. Evans, too slow, gets his kick away, though, and good towards Lang. Has to sit and wait. Loses his footing as well. Oh, it's scrappy there. The pressure's on for both sides. And the umpire will come in as the pack develops just inside the centre square with Bell Post still in their attacking zone.
Yeah, very fortunate there, the Suburbs. Big build-up. Deserved a result, but not some nice defence there for the Suburbs.
Reuter gets the ruck tap and then gets the ball back, kicks it long towards half forward. Scooter, who's been good all day, I think, for Bell Post Hill. He's been one of their better players across half back. Leads McGough in the race for the ball, but the boundary line will win. And another boundary throw in at half forward for Eastern Suburbs.
Okay, time clock moving along. 8.5 minutes gone in the final quarter. 1 point the margin. Eastern Suburbs way. As Tunis now traps it there half forward, left foot kick down to the corridor. A nice kick too, bounces favourably there to Morrow, weaves through the traffic, kick though a shocker, and it falls into the forward pocket where I don't tell me, Shorty Peters takes a screamer.
Can always bet there's going to be something fantastic over in the forward line. Shorty won't be too far away, don't worry about that. The man is a freak for the size of him.
Certainly is.
Now, he's on the boundary line. He's about 15 metres out, right on the boundary line. Now, if anybody can kick a check side goal, yep. Shorty Peters can.
Watto
should know.
He'll kick it.
He will. The man is a freak. Rowbottom kicked one from here earlier in the day. He comes in, and there you go. He's stuffed us all up because he's missed it for one behind.
Yeah, well, he didn't do anything fancy there, did he? He just did the drop putt.
If he had been running into goal, he would have checked side. Don't worry.
Certainly.
So Shorty brings up his second behind for the day, and Eastern Suburbs move 2 points ahead. They're 9-10-64. Bell Post Hill 9-8-62. Kick out from defence from fullback is a short kick. Goes up towards Gibbs on the cricket pitch area here at Richmond Crescent. Takes the mark in front of Rowbottom. Good pressure from Rowbottom there on the mark. Not much happening for the Panthers up on the wing position. The lead comes. It's over the back of Hancock. Reuter. Good mark by the ruckman at half back. In fact, half forward, sorry. The lead from Rowbottom. He ignores that. He wants to go long. He's looking for another lead. There's not much on offer at the moment. Waiting for Morrow to lead. He leads now. He goes in that direction. The lead's on. Cut off by Carr. High tackle, no free kick. Another high tackle, no free kick. Yeah, held on to now. Free kick for Bell Post Hill. And Batty is going to take it at half back.
Yeah, a bit lethargic, the forward line. At least Tony Morrow is showing a bit of spark and a bit of fight there. But other than that, all the other forwards are just sort of standing around looking at each other. Not a good sign for the Suburbs, as we see now. The ball kicked up to the centre of the ground. Opportunity here for Havey back on the ground. Hand pass, comes over the top. Opportunity for Cook if he can pick it up. The coach of the Hill picks it up now. Gets through the tackle of Reuter. chips over to the half-forward flat.
Oh,
But Tommy
takes the slip catch.
A little slip superlative, and he'll settle things down at half-forward.
Goes long towards Stosic, one out with Stefanowski. Good use of the body. Can Lewis kick it off the ground? Oh, it's going to run through from behind, is it? No, it's still kept in. He runs into his own player there. Pack develops. It's out the back of the pack now. Around onto his right boot. That was Matjevic. It's going to be out of bounds, so the pressure's still on the Eastern Suburbs defence there. It's going to be thrown in by the boundary umpire about 10 metres around from their goal. They trail by 2 points, 9-10 to 9-8. Time check, Ronnie.
13 minutes gone to the final quarter. Ball right forward pocket. Bell post still into attack. Good work in defence there, Peter Lang.
Ooh.
High tackle there on Jimmy Habby. He gets the free kick, and Shorty Peters just a little bit loose on that one.
Yes, he was. Havey now looking pretty congested forward line. So he's just going to go long, put it in the middle of the square, Loughton in front, got his name written on it. Always had his name written on it. Sensational game today by Brent Loughton at centre half back.
Mr. Cash.
Mr. Casual, just does it easy. Left footers, mate, they're good footballers. Loughton goes out towards half-back. Dylan Smith's there, over the back. Lavery running through. Murray can't take it with him. Hancock at the bottom of the pack. Handball. He keeps going. Was going to give it to Bartolo and ended up giving it to himself. Goes towards Sveljo. Oh, Loughton again. He's, oh, Ronnie, you could get a kick here. No, you can't. It's over the back of the commentary box and nearly out onto Richmond Crescent. Penalty free kick, and it's going to be taken in front of us by David White.
Yeah, bit misfortune there for Brett Loughton. His first mistake for the afternoon is just as he kicked the footy, he was grabbed and he's popped it over the line on the full. Assistant coach down for the Hill, David White. Just looking a bit of a problem there for the Hill as well. Not a lot of movement up forward, so he elects to kick the footy long. Looking for the high flyer. Looks there for Anton Stosic. Can't take it. Ground level though, the big fella. Good work there from Andy Reuter. Goes out to half-back and finds the ever-reliable veteran in Peter Lang.
Lang, close to the boundary line. Took a good mark in front of Hancock. Plays on now, short kick, McGough sits and waits. Oh, plays on's going to put Lang under pressure. Has to try and get around Bartolo. He can't do so. Reuter runs at it. And also Hancock. The boundary line will win. Boundary umpire to have some more work to do now. Reuter against McClure. McClure over there, Reuter again towards Havey, straight through, can't take the ball with him. Bartolo, handball back to White, quick kick by him, close to the boundary line. Does he find touch? He does do so. Good kick there by White, and a boundary throw in again. The boundary umpires have certainly earned their money this afternoon. Yeah,
they certainly have, but, well, the sun's shining, the birds are singing, and, well, they'll be a bit tired, I'd suggest, by now.
Delamonica, front of the pack, quick kick around the corner. Hancock, Smith over the back, good play by him. The nose picker comes at it with Reuter. Oh, Havey and O'Leary going strong there. The umpire lets them play, and another boundary throw in.
Yeah, good work, Mickey O'Leary. Discreetly got that ball out from underneath him and found the boundary line. At half forward now for the Bell Post Hillside. Reuter in front, good backhander too. Thumps the ball 25 metres away from the Bell Post Hill goal. And looking for O'Leary, who just couldn't quite get a handle on it prior to the boundary line looming up, and we'll have another throw in.
McClure in front, over the back Sutcliffe, Reuter again, Smith, roves the pack well, goes up towards Havey, tries to take a diving mark, can't take it. Oh, Evans comes through, can't take the ball with him. Still got the numbers, Hill, oh, poor handball though, going to put Moranovic under pressure. Coming through, good experience there by Cheaters to get it out towards Lavery. He's going to be tackled, gets his kick away though. Row bottom, has the sit, over the back, had his name written on it all day. And Daryl Rowbottom takes the mark in front of Batty.
Now, renowned for his long bombs is Daryl Rowbottom. He's kicking from a good 50 metres. Probably 55, I'd call it.
Gibbs has come onto them as a second man on the mark to try and put Rowbottom off, but he hasn't done so. Rowbottom has put through his second goal of the day, and Eastern Suburbs move further ahead. They're 10-10-70, and they lead Bell Post Hill 9-8-62 by 8 points on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. And Brett Roviers, Bell Post Hill are not looking very good at the moment.
My 18's looking better. 8 points the margin at the present time, but the accurate one has done it again as that bit of defensive.
Well, I'd just like to tell you, Ron, that if they do kick another goal, 14 points of difference, and
the bacon's yours.
The bacon's mine.
Time will tell. Back to the centre.
Reuter has to sit and wait. He does so. White runs straight through and takes the ball with him. Goes long towards centre half forward. Sits in front. That was Osborne. Good roving by Sutcliffe, the big man. Goes around towards Sveljak. Can he take another dive and catch? He can. Second slips catch in 2 minutes in fact. And Tommy Sveljak has taken the mark in front of Luke Thompson and will kick from 30 metres out directly in front. And this will be his second goal if he can put it through. And a quick reply for the Panthers.
Tommy Sveljak, the drop part, it floats. I think you'll find it's floated to the wrong side of the big stick. And a dejected Tommy Sveljak puts his head down. 1 goal, 1 on his personal tally here this afternoon and brings the margin back to within 7 points. Time check showing about 80 minutes gone of this final quarter. About another 12 minutes to go.
Goes in towards McGough at half-back. Eastern Suburbs to drive it long into attack. Rowbottom behind Batty on this occasion. Gets to the front. Batty can't take it. Rowbottom, good recovery on hands and knees. Free kick, too high. Free kick to Rowbottom at centre half forward. Another goal here for Eastern Suburbs would make their lead pretty good. 13 points. Rowbottom now. Probably too far out to score, but you never know with Rowbottom. He is a thumping kick. He's got Cheetahs wide. He goes long now with the torpedo, which he's renowned for. Long, Morrow in front. Murray in the pack. Falls towards Murray again. He taps it out wide. Bellpost Hill the numbers. Can they keep the pressure on Suburbs? They can't do so. Gibbs runs out from half back. Handballs to Batty. Has to sit and wait. Gets it back to Gibbs. Oh, it's going to be a poor kick off the boot. Loughton's there again at centre half back. Sensational game by the youngster today. And why they ever played him at full forward, I'll never know, because he looks like a backman all the time.
Certainly. Yes, certainly likes to have the run through it or the attack of the ball, and that's what he's had all day. His kick is a long penetrating under half forward. He knocked Murray off his feet. Quick hands, O'Leary to Murray. No, it wasn't. It was number 9.
Lavery.
It up. Lavery shoots from 10 metres out, and I think you'll find he's popped that through.
So Brett Lavery's first goal, and Eastern Suburbs move further ahead. They're just getting on top now. 11-10-76 lead. Bellpost Hill 9-9-63 by 13 points. We've been playing 19 and a half minutes in this final quarter on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard.
Yes, certainly. Great build-up, and gee, hasn't Mick O'Leary been valuable in the midfield here this afternoon with his constructiveness of hands and foot. He's brought that many players into the game today. It's been a pleasure to watch and a great game, Mick O'Leary.
Certainly has. Back in the centre now. Bellpost Hill need the quick reply. McClure up against Reuter. It favours McClure. O'Leary goes up and gets the tap down. Bartolo. McGough tries to chop it off. Kelly at centre half back towards Daffer Thompson. He takes a good diving mark in the centre of the ground. Been reliable across half back this afternoon. Thompson plays on now. Goes wide. Rowbottom in front of Batty. Good use of the body by Rowbottom. He's got support. Cheetahs is there. Rowbottom taps it on towards O'Leary. Kelly, he's on hands and knees. Gets the handball back towards Cheetahs. He's got time to set something up. Puts it around his shoulder. Goes long towards Morrow in front. Coming from behind was Murray running on. It's going to be one behind. And rushed behind for Eastern Suburbs. And the margin 14 points. Geez, I'm a good judge. 11-11-77. They lead Eastern Suburbs. Bellpost Hill 9-9-63 on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard.
Hope you're enjoying the call, and you've probably got a chance to slip over and to top up that empty glass just as we wait now on Cameron Carr to bring in the ball for the Bellpost Hill side. Umpire wasn't happy there, and he's got to go through the replay and bring the ball back in again.
Slowed up play now with Cameron Carr to kick out from fullback. 14 points of difference. Suburbs on top at the moment. Kick out towards Batty. Takes the mark in front of Lang and Peters. Oh, 50. And that's just what we talk about, Shorty, a couple of times. Just a little bit loose, undisciplined. Okay, 50 metres away, and he will be straight off the ground for that indiscretion.
Maybe he was getting a bit tired anyway, and he thought, well,
he might as well come off and make it worthwhile.
He's made a run.
So, up to the wing position. Batty goes long towards Sutcliffe, getting back there. Loughton, there he is again. Right foot this time, back towards Cheetahs. Great kick. Can he take the mark? He can't do so, but he sits and waits, gets one high, no free kick. And the umpire will come in and bounce the ball on the wing position out of side.
Yes, the margin out, 14 points. Eastern Suburbs, slender leaders. Ball comes to ground. Kelly overruns it, but O'Leary doesn't. Good support. Reuter kicks off the ground at Judas. Quick hands to McGough, running through centre half forward. The left foot pass a bit too well weighted on that occasion. Cameron Carr takes a nice mark in defence.
Goes out wide towards Drysdale on the half-back flank in front of Lavery. Goes towards the wing. Coming out though and taking a good mark. O'Leary plays on quickly. Goes back towards Rowbottom. Works his teammate under the ball. That was, in fact, his opponent was Batty. But good play there by Cameron Carr again, who's had a good final quarter. Takes a good mark as Cookie. Runs along the wing. He loves those runs along the wing. Goes towards Sutcliffe and Loughton. Sutcliffe can't take the mark. Loughton, good recovery there. Keeps the pressure on and sees the ball over the boundary line.
Yeah, good contest there. Real good contest as we see that on that occasion. Loughton doing well, just unsettling the big arms of Sutcliffe, but not enabling him to take the overhead grab. Ball now back into play, half forward. Bell post on into attack. Bartolo, he was held without it. Plays allowed to continue as White breaks through centre half forward. The drop punt pass, a beauty. And Stosic takes the easiest of marks.
So they need a quick goal. He's be kicking from 50. 14 points down. They need a goal. He comes in now. He's kicked 1 goal, 2. It's not going to make the distance. It's up there. Loughton had his name written on it again. Can't take the mark this time. Good play by Evans to give it to Delamonica in the clinches there. Good play by Alfie to kick it wide. Will it bounce out or will the nose picker keep it in? He can keep it in. Matchovic gets around the cheater's hand there. Goes in towards White. Has to sit and wait. Oh, Dylan Smith can't take the mark. Thompson now. Lewis on his hammer. He picks the ball up this time. Quick kick off the boot. But it's all Eastern Suburbs in the last line defence. And Andy Reuter takes it in front of Gibbs.
Yep, the ever reliable Andy Reuter. Looks out there, Dylan Smith underneath the footy. Cop one in the back there from Hancock. Support Lavery at the back of the pack. Good work to Lang. Lang's got support also from young Evans. Evans now looks outside. Good vision for the youngster and finds O'Leary. He plays on quickly. Chips over the top to Rowbottom, who has got no one within 25 metres of the big fella. A long bomb up there looking for the high flyers. In front, Morrow couldn't hold it but recovers well. Can he kick around the corner?
Oh!
Yes, he can! And kicks his fourth.
That's the ball game. Eastern Suburbs 12-11. And that is 83. And Bell Post Hill 99-63. 20 points of difference on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. And we're back on track. Brett Rovier's picked Bell Post Hill and we've picked Eastern Suburbs. Sensational. It's 1-1 for the season already. Good to see.
It certainly is. And, well, time check shows. Let's have a look. It's 25 minutes gone. So we're into time on. As you mentioned earlier, though, Jace, the ball has been out of bounds a lot. There's been a few small delays.
Yep.
So I'd say it'll be a good 30-minute quarter.
Reuter. Lang in the middle with him, ruck roving. Oh, poor bounce by the umpire this occasion. O'Leary gets about a third or fourth tap for the day out of the ruck. Batty just throws it back towards Cook in the middle of the ground, and also Kelly coming across Smith. He's got support in Evans coming at it. Kicks off the ground. Lavery, he's had a good game today too. Goes with the right boot long towards McGough. Has to sit and wait. Scooter coming over the top. Peters waits McGough straight through. Little left foot kick is sensational. Tony Morrow to kick his second goal in a minute and kicks it straight down Richmond Crescent. His 5th goal, and that has just put the icing on the cake for Eastern Suburbs this afternoon.
Yeah, certainly has, Jason. Again, midfield of O'Leary and Reuter, and you'll see a lot of those two players in 96 for the Suburbs because they are the machine, a well-oiled machine. And I must not exclude Peter Lang in that little summary because he's been a very valuable player also this afternoon. And yes, they're going away with it now. Margin 26 points in this final quarter. Eastern Suburbs 13-11-89. They lead Bell Post Hill 99-63. Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard.
Back in the centre now. Sutcliffe in the ruck now for Bell Post Hill against Reuter. Good bounce this time. Sutcliffe gets a tap towards Matchovic, towards Smith and Sveljak. Kicked off the ground by Sutcliffe towards Lewis on the wing. Short little kick will put White under pressure from Delamonica. Pushed out in front of him. Good work. Traps it again. White, has he got help? He has with Lewis. Can handball, but elects to kick long towards Sutcliffe at half forward. Left foot kick. He's going to be cut off by Cheetahs. Kicks off the ground towards Beardsall. Handball to O'Leary at centre half back. Runs away. Struggling there, Hancock for Belpost Hill. Goes out towards Murray on the wing. He's got Lang inside. Goes there now, and also Lavery. Lavery can sit and wait. He does so. Can give it towards McGough, and O'Leary tries to get it around there. Hancock, if he turns around. O'Leary gets it towards Batty. Batty chopped off by McGough. Good play. Handball towards Murray. Can sit and wait at 50. Goes back on his right foot. Kicks it straight into Cook. Goes out towards O'Leary. They've still got the numbers, Eastern Suburbs, so they can get the ball. Lang gets it towards Lavery, towards O'Leary. Back to Murray. They're just playing around with it at half forward now. Can Murray pick it up? He sits and waits. Going to be tackled by Lewis. Gets it only as far as Matchovic. Handball. Can they relieve the pressure this time? They can. Belpost still Hancock. And he goes out towards McClure and Loughton. Great play by Loughton, though, again. Tapped on by Cheetahs, but there's nobody there. McClure's folded all the way down from centre half forward. Belpost still uses Carr from the back line, and they can relieve the pressure, go towards the wing with Evans leading in the race of the ball. Can't take the mark. Good play, Cheetahs over the top to Reuter, who's Ron Brain said has been fantastic today. The ruckman, short little kick, sits and waits, and McGough takes the mark at half forward.
Yes, Eastern Suburbs running rings around Belpost Hill, who have stopped in this last quarter. And a lovely lead, nice mark taken. There it is, the siren sounds to terminate a very entertaining round 2. GD at Richards. And we see that the final line goes to the Eastern Suburbs side. 13-11-89 have defeated a very handy and 20-point victory this afternoon on the Great West Hotel final quarter scoreboard.
Belpost that final quarter kicked on. The suburb went away, as we said, they 5 goals to run the winners in GDFL 2, and after fading out badly last week against Geelong West, they've come back and still so it's the after for the winners. Tony Morrow ended up with 5 goals. He kicked 3 in the second quarter and 2 in the last quarter. Finished off the work up the field. He kicked 5 to Craig McGough and Peter Lang, and also Rodham and singles to Baby. While for Belpost and singles left fell and stop.
Hey, well, good luck. Respective side. Well, you've heard enough of Brett Loughton here this afternoon. Obviously, best man on the ground here. Very closely pressed by a number of players. On ballers such as Michael O'Toole, Andrew Reuter, the big ruck, Dylan Smith on his wing. I thought about a very, very impressive game. Brett Lavery, very, very busy on Craig McGough, another player. Radar Rundle. They've got a many better players this afternoon. They're so well, they should, because they played the better team football this afternoon. Belpost Hill. Well, Cookie didn't stop trying afternoon. I was very impressed with young Matthew Lewis, the two called Hull. Tommy's very in and out. For a fortune. Although I said the suburbs just the better team on the day this afternoon, and convincing 26-point winners.
They just really missed David Wall and Nathan Lewis in midfield, didn't they? As we said before the game, we thought that they might lose something there with those 2 players out, and they really did. They end up in the wash-up final of the game with Michael O'Leary, and as you said, those midfield guys getting on top for subs.
Yep, without a doubt, votes here this afternoon, 3-2-1. Got Loughton and Matty Lewis, Belpost Hill side. So Brett Loughton, my best on ground. Dylan Smith, my 2 votes, and I thought Matthew Lewis was worth a mention for the 1 vote here this afternoon for the Belpost.
Apologies to a number of players on my part as well. I thought Cameron Carr and Matthew Lewis were the 2 best Belpost Hill players. I couldn't fit them into the votes. I thought Peter Lang's game was good, and I also thought Brett Lavery across hard forward was good. I've given 1 vote to Andrew Reuter for his ruck work all day, rucked unchanged. Great effort from him. Dylan Smith, as you said, great effort on the wing. And a man who goes to Melbourne Uni and doesn't train much, I'll tell you what, if he trained, he'd be a star, because a great game from him. 2 votes and 3 votes. Best man on the ground by far, Brent Loughton, easily at centre half back. Cut out Sutcliffe, cut out Moranovic, cut out everybody in the back line, in the forward line for Belpost Hill. Great effort from him.
Okay, well, congratulations to the Eastern Suburbs side once again, and with an analysis of the votes, Loughton and Smith 3 and 2, and I'll give the one vote to Andy Reuter because winning side, and he had probably more control of the football than what Matty Lewis did. Well, I can sweep again for one side here this afternoon, and that was of course Eastern Suburbs. Well, this is Ron Bryan, hoping you've enjoyed the call as much as I have in bringing it to you. Jason Doherty, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Ron. 26-point winners, Eastern Suburbs over Bellpost Hill. We're one each now, Brett. You picked one last week, Werribee Central. We picked Eastern Suburbs this afternoon. They've got up 13-11-89 to Bellpost Hill 9-9-63. That's the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. And the final score, 26-point winners, Eastern Suburbs. Will be back next week. Bannockburn and Thompson at Bannockburn should be a great match again with the Tigers. Well, a tale of ties, in fact. Bannockburn and Thompson, both the Tigers. So should be a great match next week. And look forward to your company then. This is Jason Doherty on guest video, signing off from Crescent.